Hello, my name is Diego de la Mora, and I will be showing you how to send a secure message or secure email directly from the electronic medical record. First of all, I think it is important that we review a few points. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services Meaningful Use Program requires that we show proof of electronic communication with at least one patient by the end of the year 2016. This number will increase to about 5% of our patients for next year. The electronic communication makes it very easy for physicians to send lab results to patients directly to their email. We believe that every patient is more engaged in their care and more empowered to make decisions if they have all their information available. We also believe that communicating this to them in a timely manner will decrease the number of unnecessary calls to the office and decrease the administrative work of the physicians and healthcare providers. Let's get started. Let's imagine that you have received lab results for patient test Abby. The lab results show that she has a urinary tract infection. You want to let her know that you have reviewed her labs and that she needs to pick up the antibiotic you sent her to the preferred pharmacy. There are two ways to communicate this information to her via email. The first will allow you to send an email even if the email address has not been updated in her registration profile. The second way to send her a secure message depends on the email address being available from the registration profile, and it generally attaches the results of a previously signed document. If you're not sure if we have an email address on file for Mrs. Test, you can review her registration profile by clicking the registration button in the upper left-hand corner. At the bottom of this window, you will find the patient's email address on file. Let me show you first how to send an email assuming that you know the patient's email address, but it is not in the registration profile. From the patient's chart, create a new update. Go to the binoculars and search Secure. Select Secure Message to Patient Basic. Now click OK. The new form that appears is identical to any other email servicer. You can type the email address of the patient in the appropriate field and write your message with free text. Once you're done, you can select for the message to be attached to the patient's chart and/or attach a chart summary to the secure message. Click Close and then end the update to sign the document. Once the document is signed, the secure message has been sent. Ms. Test Abby has an email address already on file, so we can send her an attachment of her lab results as well. Let me walk you through this. From the patient's chart, find the lab report and make sure it has been signed. Then proceed to create an append and then click on the right-hand button to create a full update. Click the binoculars and search Results Letter. Make sure to select Results Letter to Patient. And remember, you can add this to your favorites by clicking the button More. Select My Folder and click Add Item. Now click OK. Once you have selected this update, you can name it as you find appropriate. In this case, I have named it Results for UA. Now click OK. If the patient has an email in the EMR, the letter will default to a secure message. Please notice that you can also use this form if you want to send a results letter to the patient via postal service by clicking Print Letter. The form allows you to select English or Spanish to fill in a form. In this case, we will use the English version. I recommend that you always go to the first tab, CBC/lipid, because the greetings section is hidden in here. Then click the tab that contains the results that you will discuss. Do not feel obligated to write again all the results. The lab values are automatically attached to the email. This letter is just so that you can summarize the results for the patient and communicate your thoughts. If you do not find a tab that works for you, feel free to type your summary in the greetings section. Once you're done with the test, go to the follow-up tab and type your instructions as appropriate. You can review the results once you close the form. If you're satisfied with the message, click End Update and sign the document. The document will either print or be emailed to the patient, and the message will be saved in the patient's chart. For both of these methods, the transmission of the electronic information is secure, and the patients will receive an email with a link that will guide them on setting up a password and security questions. The process is relatively easy for the patients. I hope this video was helpful and informative. Please try to send at least one email before the end of this month. If you have any questions, remember to call the EMR office. Thank you.